Bay in San Antonio. I heard this guy tell some of the people, man, like, I hope it's okay.
All right, welcome back. This is Texas Squarebody, and this video I'm going to be showing how to recover your 73 through 80 dash pad. This is my OEM dash pad right here for my 1978 K20 project that you've seen on my channel. And this one, the dash was actually, it was still salvageable. It did have its typical cracking. Let me show you. So all these glued areas that had had the typical cracking. Of course, in the speaker area, this is where it always gets real brittle. All along here. And what I did is I filled all the cracks with clear adhesive sealant silicone, some RTV. So I basically use this as a filler. So last night I leveled all the cracks. I used a box blade, and you want to make sure, a lot of times the original material lifts up and it gets real brittle, so you want to flake it off and level it out, basically. Level it out, and what I did is I went and filled all the cracks, especially all in the speaker area. All right here, this crack wasn't too bad. I didn't need to fill that. Filled all right here. This had a big crack right here, so I filled that as well. So once you're done filling, I let it dry for 24 hours. So I let it dry overnight. And this is what it looks like the next day, obviously. So that's really the first step that I recommend to do. And then after that, I plan to scuff it down, and then get some lightly soap and water. When you get all this dust, I'm gonna wipe it down in a few minutes, clean the surface, and then I'm gonna start applying the adhesive. So this dash cover I bought it. It's by Coverlay. Alright, so this is by Coverlay. I bought it through carparts.com. Carparts.com had actually the best price and shipping, so I recommend it if you need one. Go through them. Don't go on eBay or any other places. I noticed that eBay, people up there are marking it up about almost like $40-50 more, so be careful about that. And Coverlay had the best price. I want to say I bought it for, this is before shipping, about, I think it was $159 around there. So yeah, so I went to carparts.com. I'm always happy with them. This is my second one that I bought through them. I've done an 81 to 87 dash that I restored a few years back also by Coverlay. I bought the dash cover through Coverlay, and that one turned out excellent. But so it comes with this high performance silicone sealant. I typically don't, like the last one that I did. I didn't really use what was supplied, and I'll show you in a minute what I like using. But let's just go through the instructions. So basically, the most important part is right here. When you're doing these dash covers, you want to apply sealant along the outer perimeter of the dash. You don't want to go all in this area, because it will warp and could potentially crack on you. So it's very critical to do all the outer edges of the dash. And like I said, there, apply a small bead of silicone adhesive on the underside of your dash, as shown. Be sure to apply the bead of silicone around the perimeter of the dash cover, around all vents, speakers, cutouts, if applicable. So yeah, that is very important. And let me show you what I like to use. What I like using is this clear adhesive sealant silicone RTV. It's the same one that I use for filler. Actually, no, it's a different part number, the one I use for filler. But this one right here is a general purpose adhesive. 80855. You can find this at AutoZone, and I used it on my previous dash cover that I did, and it turned out, like I said, turned out really good, really good. And when you're typically, actually, this is more than the last one I did, because it was a small little tube, and it was not even enough for to even do half the job. I mean, to half the dash wasn't even enough to do the job. So that's why I recommend to use to get this and get a caulking gun, obviously, and then you'll have more than enough to finish the entire dash. And that's the sealant that I like using. And then also, what's very important is investing in some clamps. I'll show you that. All right, so I have a lot of clamps like these that I used on my last dash that I did, and these really helped big time. And I think I got these at Lowe's. Definitely worth the investment. Perfect for doing dash covers. And but yeah, this is typically then box blades. What else do you need? Box blades, caulking, yeah, and that's really it, you know. And let's check out the cover real quick. So once you get everything all kind of set up, like I say, you want to come over. Last step is to, before you do apply it, before you set it all in there, you want to just clean the surface, wipe it down, and you know, all around the edges where you're going to apply all the adhesive, and then you can get going. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Then I'll be back showing more where I'm at. And also, I like to say, to do this job properly, make sure you remove the dash. I mean, and then also always take off, you know, just the trim and everything on your dash. To get the best results, you need to remove it from your truck. It's so easy; they pop off like nothing. They only got like, let's see, there's, you know, down here one. They're held down here with screws, and then it clips on in. Typically, when you just push it onto your dash, and but that's the best way to do it. And like I said, I'll be back showing. All right, I just finished applying the adhesives. I'm just gonna do a quick walk around. So I went all around the edges, around the vents, along here, both sides. All right, now I'm gonna install it. Be back in one. All right, I got it all finished up. Let's check it out. The color is it's maroon. It's a perfect match to my interior, so I'm not gonna have to dye it. Typically, I've used in the past sim color matching. So I go to the paint store and match it to my interior pieces and paint it up. But in this case, it's pretty much spot on to the color that I'm looking for. That's actually OEM, the correct color to my 78. So that's great. Not even have to worry about painting it. So as you can see here, you can see my clamps. You definitely need the clamps. That's critical, because this piece back here, this starts lifting up. There you go. Yeah, around the vents, start lifting up. So as it's lifting up, it was making this speaker area uneven, looking warped. But So I had an additional clamp right here. So once that started to dry, I shifted the clamps around, and now it looks it's perfect. It's leveled out. Great thing about using this clear adhesive, it rubs right off. So if I have a little bit, look at that. See, rubs right off. It's not a big deal. I'm very happy how it turned out. I mean, I couldn't be happier. It's a little work. I mean, it's not hard to do, but what makes this worth restoring is the metal structure under here. It really, because I think I've never bought an aftermarket dash, but a lot of them they don't come with this metal structure. They're not as rigid as the OEM dash pads. So that's what it still retains the actual rigidness of the OEM dash, and has a fresh cover, and it blends on in pretty good. Now, as I was placing the cap on, you want to make sure you really push it all the way over. The cap's designed to run along this line right here. So you want to make sure that's all the way flush to this line. Let's take a look at it one more time before I just let it dry, let it set and dry. And that's it. Done for tonight. One more look. One more. I am gonna have to buy this piece. I don't have any. I have a AC, but this is a non-AC truck, so someone cut a hole through this. So that's pretty much makes it no good. The good piece is this Scottsdale emblem. So yeah, so that's going to be the last thing I'm doing. I'm going to put that on. Hopefully not break the Scottsdale emblem, because these two backing nuts right here, a lot of times they spin on you. It's hard to get them up and past this little shaft, and a lot of times these break. So I have to be careful and try to figure out how to get that off without breaking it. But yeah, Texas Squarebody. We've got the whole idea about working on these projects. It says not so much throw stuff away. It's about retaining and saving the OEM pieces. So if your dash is all cracked up and looks like crap, obviously, I mean it still can be saved. Like I said, what makes it worth saving is the metal structure. These are more rigid than your typical aftermarket dash that you're going to spend a fortune on, probably $300 to $600, which is a waste of money. I probably got under with a glue and the dash cover itself, maybe $200. I'd say maybe $225, no more. And I still got my OEM dash. All right, Texas Squarebody tuning out. See you next time. All right, going to install the dash. See, I have my compressor running right now because I blew compressed air to clean all whatever dust and debris usually that collects on top of the dash. So I already did that. I'm ready to install the dash. So let's do this. This is a before video, and alright, I'm going to put it on next, and we'll see what that looks like. Be right back. Alright, and got it in. I know it's dark right now, but like I said, I'm doing it at nighttime. and but see, hopefully you can get an idea. So now I plan to restore my door panels and dye it. Obviously this color, more of a burgundy type color. And a unique little feature that I did is I put a 12-volt source. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, I put it, since it had a hole here. It had a hole here, and I didn't want to throw away the whole piece. So I said, you know what? Let me see if I can find something that I can fill that hole with. And I found something. I bought this on Amazon, and it's a 12-volt source. So there's, you know, lighter, and then here's USB ports and C port. So it's like perfect spot, and looks great. I'm really happy how this turned out. And it's a nice little upgrade, because I've never liked the cigarette lighters on these trucks. They either don't work, or they're, you know, they're always rusted out, what have you. So it's a nice modern upgrade. And I don't plan to put AC in this truck, because I don't need it. I have other square bodies that have AC or are equipped with AC. So it's not I wanted to keep a truck original. So this is a non-AC truck, so perfect, nice little upgrade. Alright, and Texas Squarebody, will stay tuned, and this is just the beginning of all the interior work. And next is probably door panels, and I'll show you how those come out in the future. Stay tuned.